My name is Jeff Pirates. I'm a licensed clinical social worker, and I am the lead school-based clinician for the Heartland Health Clinic here at Sullivan High School.
My name is Noe Torres, and I'm a social worker with the Chicago Public Schools. I'm assigned to Sullivan High School.
My name is Mr. Zepeda, and I am the ESL social worker and resource coordinator here at Sullivan High School.
I became a social worker because I wanted to get involved with mental health. I think it's a very important and sometimes hidden part of our lives that deserves some illumination.
Social workers are uniquely positioned to meet with students and take in their information.
Then I applied to social work school. I got in, and I wasn't 100% sure about it yet, but what really secured me in my understanding that I had to be a social worker was when a family friend, Spanish-speaking girl, new immigrants to the country, their mom just passed away by suicide. She died by suicide. And for me to know that that young girl would never have services in a language that she's comfortable in was really haunting to me. And it made me just know that I had to keep doing what I was doing so that I could help people in a language that I'm comfortable in. And that's one of the main reasons I became a social worker. The other reason I became a social worker in a school was because I remember growing up, I never had a teacher, or a social worker, or anyone in a school who was Latinx, so like Latino, Latina, or someone who identifies as Latino, Latina, just non-gender binary, in my life, in like an educational setting. So that's part of why I also decided to be a social worker in an educational setting.
I guess the most challenging part is, we carry people's stories, and so, a lot of these stories are really tough to listen to.
I think the most challenging in a school setting is being able to connect with students when they don't feel that anybody can help them.
The most challenging thing about being a social worker is just making sure that you take care of yourself.
The best parts is I feel like every time when I have a student come in who's like, I'm going crazy, I'm nuts, I'm, just thinking the worst things about themselves. And like listening to their story and thinking, you know what, I can understand why this person is reacting this way, and I would too if I was in their situation. The ability, and I feel like a lot of adolescents need this from time to time, is just being able to tell them, you know what, this is a normal reaction. You're okay. This doesn't mean you're nuts.
And a lot of times kids, maybe even staff, think of social workers as being the people that come and take kids away or step in. And that's very rare, and in fact, we as school social workers are not involved in that. But we are required to report safety or neglect or abuse issues if we encounter them.
The best thing about being a social worker is giving love. Is being able to love people who at some point in their life maybe feel like they don't deserve to be loved or have experienced a situation that has told them that they don't deserve to be loved. And I feel, I've always known that I had a lot of love for humans and for people, and for me the most rewarding thing is seeing people take the love, take the care.
Teenagers and high school students, you guys have a lot more power than you think. It's not something that's readily apparent, but I am always excited to be able to, talk with somebody about, what they can do to sort of take the narrative of their own lives into their hands.
I think the most important thing to share is that it's a very uplifting opportunity to be able to come in and to not dread coming into work, be eager to meet with students and staff on working things through to make them more manageable.
I would want people to know that no matter where you are in life, it's not too late. And there is hope, and that wherever it is that you want to go, you can get there. You just have to open yourself up to that possibility.